type 1, type 2, and type 3 entry modal video just to clarify the things for the boys in the group. Um, type 1s. I really should have had like a diagram drawn up before this, but I'll just do it on the fly. A type 1, and before I continue, a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, these are all entry models, or more so things that help, you know, just confirm your entry models or your entry entry criteria. They improve the accuracy, and they just help you to understand what is going on in the market. And so, as I'm just trying to draw these up, the type 1, I'll explain it real quick, is when the two candles are the same and they look like this. So one has closed bullish, looks like this. The next follows that move, closes above it. That is a bullish type 1. And I usually use type 1s in time frame sense. The 1 minute, oh no, not the 1 minute, sorry, the 5 and 15. I reckon a 1 minute and 3 minute type 1 is nothing, because you see that everywhere. Like, hell, this could be a type 1. It's not enough for me to say I'm gonna go and buy. It's like, if I saw every type, like here we go, we got a bearish type 2. I'm gonna take that trade just because I see that we've closed bearish. Like, it's not enough. It's not good enough for confluence. We got stopped out there. As opposed to the 5 or even 15 minute, there is much more strength and bias. And you got to remember, when using the type 1s, type 2s, and type 3s, they work best off of POI. So find a POI. We use a 15 minute because this is the one I use. Over here, we have a 15 minute. We tap into this POI. Usually, you want to look for that 1 minute. Who the frick am I? You want to look for that 1 minute MSS. So go to the line chart, see what's happening. Higher highs. You want to see a failure to create a new higher high. So this one. Go back to the candle chart. Sweep this low, which you got here, and retest over here. So off of just eye candy value on the 1 minute, I would have took this trade here. But this is, I mean, you could take it and that'd be fine, but you want to rack up as much confluence as you can. So at this point, 12:21 a.m., no one is trading at this time, but just for the purpose of the video, 12:21 a.m. Here we go. So yeah, over here you had your type 2 or type 1, bearish type 1, and that alone kind of confirms post the sweep that was a good shift, because you actually had another shift here on the 1 minute. You swept this low, but that is not enough to confirm that yes, I'm going to enter this trade here on a pullback and put my stop at the previous high. You would have got stopped out there. You need more confirmation, and sometimes patience is the key. Like, you don't even need the type 1, type 2 system. It's just about waiting to see if we fail to create a new high. And over here, we didn't really wait, because we did end up sweeping the high on this one, even though by a tick. But you want to see that failure to create one post the sweep of the previous low. And so that type 1 just helps confirm that, yes, this is a full swing downwards. But yeah, they work best off of AOIs and whatnot. This is actually a really horrible example, just because of the choppiness of this PA. But in a sense, you use type 1 like that. And so, where's my type 1? That is a type 1, bullish to bullish, or bearish to bearish, either or. A type 2, on the other hand, is one we see more commonly, and it's this. We usually see these on reversals. We'll see price maybe close bullish, and then we'll have a candle that just hold on, bearish. Yeah, we'll say that. There you go. I'm really slow. I'll have diagrams next time. This is like on the fly. As of recording, it is, what is this? It's like late night Saturday. That's why I gotta record on Thursdays. But anyways, we go. This is the type 2. The type 2 is opposite candle, or just a candle in general changes to the opposite type, and they close below. The close and the open really do matter. They confirm the accuracy of, or the validity of the type formation. So let's just say if this one were to open within, honestly, the open does not matter. It could open outside, within, it doesn't matter. It's where it closes. If we close within this candle, then it's not something I would trade off of. And so we'll go back over here. This is not how this looks. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Over here on the 50-minute. What time is this? I'm picking really shitty examples. Okay, we're gonna go find a Tokyo session. One here. How much P did I skip? Damn. Okay, perfect. Tokyo session. This one. Okay, easy. Alrighty. There was one this week that was actually really good. I think it was this one. It was this one. Okay. Yes, it was this one. I always empty my charts out at the end of Friday just because I'm done trading and get to start fresh. So excuse me if I've messed up something. So I had this AOI marked out over here. It was Tuesday. I think I finished trading on Wednesday because I already passed my account. But we had this. We tapped into the zone. On the 1 minute, there was an MSS here. Was debating entry because DXY was actually looking really bullish at this point in time. Bearish. Was it bearish? Yes, it was looking bearish at this point in time. But I think right here the inversion was just really weak, so we kind of eliminated DXY from the process. And so we got the 1 minute MSS. I wasn't too confident on the entry. There's another one here, but regardless, I wasn't too confident on entering the trade in general. And so I hopped on the 15-minute, and we had this type 2. Now, as I said before, the open and close matter. This one actually opened. It opened within. I opened outside of the candle, and so I had more ground to cover, but it closed within. And so, although not too confident of a type 2, we can head to the 30-minute. Where we have those weird situations with the type 2s, just to further confirm what we have here. And there we go. So if you see a type 2 close like that, hop onto another time frame just to confirm that it actually did close awkwardly. This one closed really cleanly, opened just outside, and closed just outside. So that was all the confirmation I needed. Again, it increased the validity of the play. It shows you the range of which the bearish volume occurred and the strength of the move within that 15 minutes. And so that just gives us further indication that price is likely to head further down, or vice versa, just because you got that pump of volume within that short span of time. And so in that move, we got what? 0.15%. That's a lot. And then on the 1 minute, I don't want to go on the 1 minute right now because I'm going to have to scroll. But we got the MSS. Went for the entry around about here. Stop there. And targeted this AOI here. Now, I think I got stopped out on break even on this trade. Just because of we failed to hit my TP I put at this AOI here. And we just ticked out. I held this one mainly because I was not looking. And it was late at night and I could not be bothered. So we got taken out B. But it would have banged had we held. Nonetheless, this was a decent trade, but that's just an example of how you use type 1s and 2s. Type 2s are the more prominent ones you see. You see these all the time, and they usually look like this. These ones are the best. Like, look at this. Well, this one didn't close, so not the best example, but you get the picture. This one is another really good one. Again, New York, we don't trade that time, so we don't really see much of that. This one, type 1, bullish type 1, beautiful. Probably would have looked something like this, I'm assuming. Yeah, it would have looked something like this. 7, crazy. I'm going to do that. And it would have looked like that, would have been beautiful. But no, they just add further confidence. So if you're like kind of doubting the 1 minute entry criteria, just make sure to stack. One of the most important things that comes to this MSS ATM model trading system thing is these AOIs. If you don't have an AOI to trade off of, the trade is gonna instantly decrease in validity and accuracy. Like, and sometimes you're left with no AOIs, which is, it's fine. But again, if you hop on the FibVid, there's a way to locate valid AOIs, which ones are valid and whatnot. I need to clean my charts again, but you get the bigger picture. Just find your POI, stack confluences, and your win rate goes up tremendously. So even for next week, I'll just mark them out now. Mark out your highs and lows, and make this a target in terms of bullish price action. You want to sweep that on Monday and whatnot. But yeah, those are type 1s and 2s. Type 3s, I really shouldn't have to explain that one because we go over this all the time. But it's a simple market structure shift. Sweep this low. That was way too low. And then continue on heading down further. So you see it all the time. This is more the entry model itself, not entry confluence, as opposed to, because the type 1 and type 2 entry confluences more so than an entry model. You could enter straight off of a type 1 on the 15-minute, 30-minute. It's just not the best for RR and speed, and comfort's sake. But an easy outlook on a type 1 would be this: just high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Immediate sweep of the slow, come back into this range. The pullback is the hardest part of this. No, screw that. Sorry, identifying a valid type 3 is the hardest part. But again, the easiest way to do that is use and stack your confluences. So type 1s, type 2s, the DXY, the 4-hour close and open, the area of interest, that's the main one. If you can, this is often an area of interest, by the way. If you can find those and use those to your advantage, finding the valid type 3s will be way easier because they occur everywhere. There's a type 3 here. It doesn't mean it's a good trade to take. I mean, could have banged, but it's like, where's your target? But yeah, that's the hardest part, finding valid type 3s. The second hardest part is measuring the pullback. Where do I enter off of? And sometimes you kind of just have to, intuitively enter. For this one, I would have expected a deeper pullback, so I would have said here, mid-range, and I wouldn't have got that entry, and we probably would have sold off. So sometimes it pays to just be antsy. Maybe put in half of your risk position into an early entry, and the rest later, in case you get in there. If not, then you've just entered trade with half your risk size, and that's okay. But you get the pullback into this area, and then another immediate sweep down, another pullback, sweep down, another pullback, sweep down. You get this, which looks like a bit of a scare, but you got another sweep down. Again, this is in New York, but you see these type 3s in Asia all the time, and it's just identifying them. And so I'll do another vid on AOIs and the strategy as a whole, just for revision's sake and beginners. I know we got Saad who wants to get in on this, so I'll probably have to redo the beginner video because that one was ass when I first did it. But that's just how you use your type 3s and type 1s and type 2s. Type 1s and type 2s are more so entry confluences as opposed to entry models. You shouldn't enter off just the sole type 1 or type 2 on the 15-30 minute. They just help you to confirm the overall bias of a play. I can already see that over here, this is probably 14th, Friday, 137 maybe. Type 1. No, type 2. Friday, 14th. Friday, 14th. 7. When was it? Yeah. Okay. Maybe on the 15-minute. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, there we go. You got a beautiful type 2. Probably an MSS on the low time frame. Bada bing, bada boom. Entry. Stop loss. Take profit. and boom, good play. And it's just rinse and repeat. But I cannot stress enough, none of this works. None of this, will drive you to profitability if you do not stack your confluences. If you don't manage your risk, yeah, that's about it. Just stack confluences, manage your risk, and this is a never-ending game of winning. But yeah, that's about it for the type 1, 2, and 3 entry model video.